So early on in the program, I said there was another story I liked the most. I lied. This is the best story, not only of today, but in human history. 3 professors joined forces to perpetuate one of the great hoaxes of all time. They submitted 20 fake papers on topics ranging from heteronormativity at dog parks to fat bodybuilding to a number of prestigious academic journals. 7 of these were actually published. The authors concluded that grievance studies have politically biased standards. Shock. And that deconstructionist ideas have essentially destroyed the liberal arts. So, are our universities savable? Let's ask our panel. We'll start with you, Jessica.
They're totally savable. I am an ivory tower product myself, and I wouldn't have written any of those papers. I listened.
They're crazy.
They are crazy, and I was political science anyway. But I listen to conservatives sit around all the time complaining about this. Go out, get your degrees, get your PhD, you go and teach, you publish papers on the things that you think are important to talk about. I understand some of this sounds ridiculous, but this idea that our universities aren't educating people properly, I completely agree with what you're saying about it's more civics.
Yeah.
But it seems, for all the power that conservatives have, certainly in America today, in politics and across the board, a lot of money, why are you complaining all the time?
Because they won't give us the PhD, seriously.
They won't, really?
Yes, because the people who are professors actually have to approve PhDs, and you're not going to get anyone to approve your dissertation about why the Second Amendment's a great idea. But I'll let our Yale grad here talk to this.
That's like the worst campus of all for these kind of crazy things. It's true, they won't give you the PhD, and they won't give you tenure either. So it ends up going on and on and on. When I was at Yale, I actually, you had this blog where we would just use direct quotes from gender studies papers because they were so farcical, vegetarian ecofeminisms, that kind of thing. That said, I think there is a lot of hope. There is a demand out there. If in the 1990s we had known that the right could take over media, could have a foothold in the mainstream media, we would have been shocked. 3 years ago, if we knew that we could get these policy wins, these judicial wins, we would have been shocked. I think there's a demand.
So you admit that conservatives aren't the victims here, and you guys are actually
No, we are the
doing
victims,
well.
but we're going to fight
What are
back
you the
against the
victim of?
bullies, is what we're going
Hey,
to
Kelsey,
do.
what's your take?
This is sort of an emperor has no clothes moment for universities and for these academic journals. This story published by the Wall Street Journal originally, good investigation there. You don't know whether to laugh or cry while you're reading it. And I think that universities, if they're savable, they really need to take a hard look in the mirror. We know over at Brown just a couple months ago, and an article promoting a research paper about transgender ideology was pulled simply because certain people didn't like the end results of that study. Are they savable? I'm certainly a half glass full kind of girl, but I'm very worried, and I think there's a lot of work to do. There's a big fight ahead.